Hello everyone, and welcome back to History of the Ancient World. Today we're journeying back in time, over 4,000 years ago, to explore the incredible architectural achievements of one of the world's earliest urban civilizations, the Indus Valley Civilization. Flourishing in what is now modern-day Pakistan and northwest India, these ancient people built some of the most sophisticated and well-planned cities of their time. Forget the image of primitive mud huts. We're talking about organized metropolises with advanced engineering that would rival even some later Roman cities. So how did they do it? What secrets are hidden within the ruins of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa? Let's grab our virtual trowels and dig in. The first thing that strikes you about Indus cities is their remarkable sense of order. Unlike the chaotic, winding streets of many other ancient settlements, cities like Mohenjo-daro were built on a strict grid system. Main streets ran north-south and east-west, creating neat rectangular city blocks. This wasn't accidental. It points to a high degree of central planning and a powerful governing body that could organize and execute such a massive undertaking. Imagine the coordination required to lay out an entire city before a single brick was even laid. This level of foresight is a testament to their advanced understanding of urban design. The main streets were wide, some up to 10 meters, allowing for the easy movement of people and carts, likely pulled by oxen. This suggests a bustling economy with a lot of trade and transportation happening within the city walls. Now let's talk about the building materials. The people of the Indus Valley were master brickmakers. But these weren't just any old sun-dried mud bricks. They produced incredibly uniform, fire-baked bricks. The standardization is what's truly astonishing. Whether you're in Harappa or Mohenjo-daro, hundreds of kilometers apart, the bricks are the same size, with a consistent length to width to height ratio of 4.21. This standardization made construction faster, stronger, and more efficient. It also hints at a unified system of weights and measures across the entire civilization, further evidence of a strong, centralized authority. These durable, kiln-fired bricks were water-resistant, which was crucial for building in a river valley, and for their advanced sanitation systems, which we'll get to in just a moment. The typical Indus city was divided into two main parts, the citadel and the lower town. The citadel was a raised, fortified area, usually built on a massive mud brick platform. This elevated position gave it a commanding view of the surrounding area and offered protection from both floods and potential invaders. Archaeologists believe the citadel was the heart of the city's administration and religious life. Within its walls, we find important public buildings. One of the most famous is the Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro. This incredible structure is essentially an ancient public swimming pool, meticulously constructed with baked bricks and sealed with natural bitumen to make it waterproof. It was likely used for religious rituals and purification ceremonies. The precision of its construction is breathtaking and shows a mastery of hydraulic engineering. Nearby, we also find the remains of a massive granary, a huge storehouse for grain. This indicates a sophisticated agricultural system and a government that managed food surpluses, likely for distribution during lean times or to support a class of non-agricultural workers like priests, administrators, and craftsmen. Below the citadel lay the lower town, where the majority of the population lived and worked. This was the residential and commercial hub of the city. Even here, the planning is evident. The houses, also made of baked bricks, were often 2 or even 3 stories high. They were typically built around a central courtyard, which provided light, air, and a private space for family activities. What's truly revolutionary, however, is what was inside these homes. Many houses had their own private wells for fresh water and, incredibly, their own bathrooms. Yes, you heard that right, private bathrooms in 2500 BCE. This leads us to one of the most remarkable features of Indus architecture, their sanitation and drainage systems. The Indus Valley civilization had the most advanced sanitation system of the ancient world. Each house had a bathroom with a floor made of polished, water-resistant bricks, sloping towards a drain. These drains connected to a wider covered drainage network that ran along the main streets. Chutes were even built into the walls to carry waste from the upper floors down into the street drains. These main drains were covered with stone slabs or bricks that could be lifted for cleaning and maintenance. Manholes were placed at regular intervals, just like in our modern cities, to allow for inspection and clearing of blockages. This city-wide system was designed to carry wastewater and sewage out of the city, keeping the streets clean and preventing the spread of disease. It demonstrates an incredible understanding of public health and hygiene that was unparalleled for thousands of years. No other ancient civilization, not the Egyptians, not the Mesopotamians, had anything quite so sophisticated. Beyond the public works and residential areas, we also find evidence of specialized workshops for artisans. There were potters, bead makers, metal workers, and seal carvers. This economic specialization was supported by the city's well-organized structure. The wide streets facilitated the transport of raw materials to the workshops and finished goods to the markets or for export. The Indus people were active traders, and their goods, particularly their distinctive seals, have been found as far away as Mesopotamia. Their cities were not just places to live. They were dynamic centers of industry and commerce, all enabled by their thoughtful urban planning. However, the architecture of the Indus Valley also leaves us with many mysteries. Unlike Egypt or Mesopotamia, we haven't found any grand palaces or monumental royal tombs. There are no massive statues of kings or gods. The largest structures are public works like the Great Bath and the granaries, not opulent residences for a single ruler. This has led to much debate among historians. Was the Indus Valley governed by a council of elites or priests rather than a single king? Was it a more egalitarian society than its contemporaries? The architecture suggests a focus on communal good and public welfare over individual glorification. The emphasis was on cleanliness, order, and functionality for the entire population, not on building monuments for the powerful. In conclusion, the architecture of the Indus Valley civilization was far ahead of its time. Their well-planned cities with grid-like streets, standardized baked bricks, and revolutionary water management systems reveal a society with a deep understanding of engineering, urban planning, and public health. The cities of Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa were not just collections of buildings. They were complex, integrated systems designed for efficient, clean, and organized urban living. While many questions about their culture and governance remain unanswered, their architectural legacy speaks volumes. It tells the story of a highly organized, innovative, and practical people who built cities that were in many ways the blueprint for the future. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration of Indus architecture. I hope you found it as fascinating as I do. What aspect of their cities surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to History of the Ancient World for more journeys into our distant past. We'll see you in the next one.